Hey, today I'll be listing and talking about 8 different spots where I used to go as a beginner roller skater in order to avoid crowds. My name is Emily. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Hit the subscribe button below if you want to stay updated on all of my skate content. So all of these places that I'm about to talk about are places that allowed me to fall and make mistakes without that fear of people laughing at me. Now, of course, in a perfect world, no one's going to get embarrassed or discouraged that easily when they start out. But the reality is that I was anxious about people laughing at me. So I decided to venture out to find more private spots that I could go and learn new things until I built up the courage to go to more crowded spaces such as rinks or skate parks during the middle of the day. Number 1 is a skate park in the early morning. I used to go to skate parks not necessarily to practice ramp skating, but just to practice skating forward and backwards in that space that's not on the ramps. Now, if I were to try to do this in the middle of the day when it's crowded, it would just not be possible because there are always skaters and skateboarders who are doing these outrageous lines across the park, which is fine, that's what they should be doing, but not ideal for a beginner who doesn't want to get knocked over or get in the way of more experienced skaters. Number 2 is outdoor basketball courts. I would also recommend going here early in the morning. If you go to a park that has an outdoor basketball court early in the morning, chances are there might be a couple of families with some young kids there, but typically it's not till later in the day that more people will come and actually want to play basketball and use the court. Number 3 is outdoor hockey rinks. This is something that I did not know existed before talking to some of my friends who do roller derby. So do a little bit of research and you might be surprised that there could be an outdoor rink near you that is open to the public and that no one really knows about. Really take advantage of those sort of abandoned outdoor rinks that people forget exist. Some of them are not in the best shape though, so use caution. Number 4 is a paved walking trail at a park. This is a great thing for beginners to try out because especially early in the morning, it's probably not going to be crowded, well, depending on the place and time of day, but it's good for beginners because it's most likely going to just be a straight line so you can really focus on just stepping and breathing and relaxing and just skating in a forward motion. Number 5 is an empty parking lot. 3 parking lots that I've practiced in include schools, churches, and businesses and stores. Make sure though that when you are utilizing their parking lots to do it outside of their regular business hours because they might come out and kick you out of their area. Number 6, and before I say it, I suggest you going to this particular place with a friend, especially if you want to go at night, but it is the roof of a parking garage. And similar to what I was saying before, if you go early in the morning, it's pretty unlikely that you're going to get a lot of people up at the top there. The cool thing about a parking garage is that you can take cover by going a level down and you're able to skate in the rain or the snow. Number 7 is at your house. Driveway, kitchen, garage. If there aren't any cars in there and it's cleared out, that's a really great spot. Also, don't be afraid to try roller skating on carpet. Depending on the material, it's doable and it's better than not skating at all, right? The final one, number 8, is to work at a roller rink. Or, on the other hand, become friends with someone who works at a roller rink and has access to the rink outside of regular session hours. Now, this might sound like a lot, and it is. And it's gonna take some time perhaps, but I had to add it in here because that's what I did. I used to work at a roller rink and I was able to many times have the whole rink completely to myself. Use these places if you are just not wanting to be around a lot of people or if maybe you're a little bit nervous to skate in front of other people. Key thing though is to do your best to work up the courage and to not be afraid to fall and look bad in front of other skaters. If you're gonna skate alone, do it because you want to, not because you're afraid to make mistakes in front of others. For me personally, I really like to keep a balance between skating alone and in a social situation. You have to find what works for you.